Alright guys, welcome back to the Custom Works YouTube page. Today I'm working on my RS6. This car has been sitting for probably a month and a half. Last time I drove it, a little coolant level light came on and had a coolant drip. So digging into it here, wasn't able to get it in the shop because we're kind of busy, but did find out, poked around a little bit, it's a minor fix. I knew this for the last month and a half, but I've been too busy. So today, it's warm outside, we're gonna quick get it fixed, just in time to basically park it up for the winter, but whatever. So join me as we fix this. So as you can see, the car was sitting in my storage shop with the hood open, so it's very dusty. But I've already removed the cowling from the front here and some of the screws from the coolant tank. I did this right when I diagnosed the car a month or two ago and found the issue and just never got around to fixing it. But basically what we got going is, if we look under, I might have to just go ahead and remove this. I'm just gonna pull this line off. I might have to have two hands to do this, if I can do it without breaking the plastic tee. There we go. Didn't even break the tee, but we probably will going back together. Oh, still got the lower hose. Well, that didn't gain me much anyway. But if we look underneath there, just see right in there, that is actually a cap. So this car is manual swapped. So this is where I believe your coolant would have gone down to your trans cooler potentially. I'd have to look at the diagram. But anyway, it's capped. And that cap has failed. So it's pissing coolant right out the side there. So I just got to get down in there, swap that out. I'm probably going to go end up using a silicone plug, wedging it up in, and then using a cap basically as a retainer for the wedge to hopefully keep that from happening again. So let's get you guys set up here and see if we can't get that replaced. All right. Flex this up out of the way. Clamp off. You see bottom of the old rubber cap just gone. And there's the top part. See if I have the right size plug here. There we go, got that wedged in there real nice and tight. Alright, so not sure if you can see here, but right here I got the wedge pushed up in there, so hopefully that'll do most of the sealing, and we can use another one of these caps just as a retainer. If it goes over. I might have to use one of these thinner ones, because this cap's thin. Be right back. Alright, so I'm going to end up using this red cap. And again, this thing is now pretty much just going to act as a retainer to keep the wedge from blowing out. And I'm going to have to use a hose clamp, since the factory clamp is now not quite tight enough for my liking. Get some tension on there and pull it up to kind of get a good stretch on it. Alright, that should work quite nicely right like that. Make sure that's not going to be... Yeah, that's got clearance there. Now, going to plug my sensor back in. Quickly put that back on. Clamp back on there, and then I'm going to have to find the rest of these screws. I might have let them in the car. So then we just got to vac down the cooling system, refill it, and this car should be good to go again. Really would like to drive this car a bit yet before the season's over. It's one of the most fun cars to drive. Check to see if my screws are in the car. Right. These tools away, and then we'll put the cowl back on. So we got quite a few things going on in the shop. Got my S8, got my brother's P5, which was sitting under a bird's nest for more than 2 minutes. To get this car done again right before winter. Same with this one, so I can drive it for the winter. And the old B5 sitting up there. Got a RS7 engine to rebuild there. I think that was a 1.8 there. Got this big turbo build going on. Another 4.0T, transmission for rebuild. Shop's a complete mess right now because you can probably hear the construction going on right on the other side of that wall, because that's going to be your new welding setup there. So that means all these tools are piled into here. Anyway, let's get our tools put away and in the car together again. Alright, so now we just got to get out there, put the cowl back on. Also got the battery charging up. Pretty low from sitting, and then we'll go get this thing a little bit of a rip, see what it feels like. So stay tuned, let's get this back together. To spin the car around once the battery's charged, back down the system and fill it with coolant.